Hey everyone, it's Kristen. So, for those of you that have seen my videos, you know that I mean, Dazzler's not my favorite character because Rogue will always be my favorite character, but she's a character I really like. I did her Dazzler the movie um, trade paperback storyline on here, and I did the Beauty and the Beast series just because I thought that was really interesting. And I might do more of her run. She had a 40 issue run because a lot of those stories are just fun stories, and I think that's why I enjoyed her comic book run so much is just because they were a little bit different than just regular comic book stories, which of course I love, but it was nice to have more of a, I guess, more of a different storyline, more of a girl storyline. Is that bad to say? I mean, yeah, I really enjoyed that. But anyway, so she definitely holds a place in my heart. I mean, I named my cat after her, for goodness sake. Mostly because, of course, my cat, well, I have videos of her on here. She has the little mask thing, or the coloring that looks like she's wearing a little mask. And Dazzler is, even though it's not technically a mask, she wore paint. She's one of the few X-Men characters that looks like she's wearing a mask. So that is why, or one of the few female characters that looks like she's wearing a mask. So that's why I went with Dazzler. But anyway, so like with Rogue, I realized, again, I don't know how this happened either. I don't know how I ended up with two of these, but I have two of these. So yeah, now I can open one. Even though, as I established in the last video, I could open them all along. I just was scared to open them because I thought I would ruin the box, but no, it just slides out. But I also save boxes, so to me, opening them all up and displaying them would be it would take up even more room than just leaving them in boxes. Because I'm weird like that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I would ever resell them or anything. I mean, they're mine. I bought them because I liked them, because I wanted them. But yeah, I don't know, just weird quirk. I guess I have. I don't know. So because the last video when I opened the Rogue one, I tried to get her out of her packaging. It was really loud, so I'm just gonna pause it really quick and slide her out. Okay. I mean, like I love this. This version of her because of course it's the original version, and I love that she has the face paint and the microphone and her disco ball necklace and her roller skates. I mean, like, and the yeah, I just think she's really fun. She's really 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 cute. I actually have the 90s version of her too, which I brought out so we could compare. And this is, yeah, it says 95 Toy Biz. So obviously it looks a little bit different, but you can still see the face paint, and obviously the silver bodysuit. I don't know. I don't think she came with any accessories. This one, it was so long ago. Like I said, I played with all of the ones I got in the 90s because I wanted to play with them when I was a kid. So it made sense to me. But yeah. Oh, she can actually sit. The Age of Apocalypse Rogue cannot sit because she has no knee joints. I think I still have her. Yeah, she's right here. Like, see, no knee joints at all. So she cannot sit. She does like a leg spread sit, but she can actually sit. So at least that's good for that figure. So, and her hair, of course, is much more dramatic here. But she has like the Farrah Fawcett, like, hairstyle right here. Yeah, I really like her. And of course you know, the joints swivel, the knees bend. She has the same, instead of being at the waist, she has the joint right here so that she can turn. My only complaint is on the back. You can see like numbers. Like, I guess, well, I don't know what those numbers are. Like, I guess lot numbers, manufacturing numbers, something. I wish they had painted over those because the Age of Apocalypse Rogue doesn't have any numbers or anything on the back or front. So I don't know. I don't understand what the decision was to leave those on here because to me, that kind of detracts from her. Not that you really look at her from the back very often, but it bothers me. It's just one of those little things that you're like, you know. And of course, it comes with like the Warlock arm, which, of course, like I said, I don't have all of these figures either. Yeah, no, I don't have all these figures either. Which that was actually like a genius marketing plan to come up with to sell all these figures and sell parts to build one figure. So then you feel like you have to get all of the figures in that series in order to make the other figure. Especially if it's like one of your favorite characters, then you're like, oh my gosh, I have to have all of the figures so I can make this one figure. I mean, that was pretty genius. I don't know who came up with that, but that was genius. I mean, me, um, limited budget, so I can't just go crazy, even though I would love to. So I just, like I said, I only started collecting the newer action figures in the last couple of years. And I only buy the ones I really, really, really want. And some of them that I've really wanted, I missed out on. Like they've tripled in price and I just can't bring myself to pay that much or they're just gone. Like, yeah. So I'll just be happy with what I have. I mean, I guess. And I love that they did this, like for her light powers. I think that's really cool. It's really pretty. I mean, it's kind of like this one because I also have this one. So, like for these, well, like I said with Iceman, if you open this, you can't not ruin this packaging because I mean, there's just no way around it. Like I've never found a way. But this is, more of her Outback version. Whereas this, of course, is like her original incarnation. And I have two of these because I actually, like you saw on my Iceman one, it was on clearance. So I found this one, and then I found her later on clearance for like, I don't know, $5 maybe. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna open her since I already have two. So I like her, and oh, they have the same thing. Like there's lettering numbers on the back. That's kind of weird. Like not all the figures have that. I don't think. I mean, I've only opened, like three Marvel Legends, so I don't know if that's the thing. If most of them have that there, and it's just there because they needed to put it there, or if only a handful. So I like her. I think she's cool. Um, I I mean, my only thing is, like for her arm joints, so that you can move her arms. The coat is like totally separate from her shoulder. Like, they painted this entire part of her arm brown and had like the folds like the jacket, but then you can see the blue underneath. So because I guess honestly, if you really wanted to, you could take this off. Like you could just cut it off, but then of course our arms would be brown, so that'd be weird. They'd be brown and they'd have folds in them. So yeah, that'd be weird. Um, yeah, but that's my only like issue with her is that you look at her from the side and you can see the blue where they're not connected. They're disjointed. And I know they did that so that you could move her arms because of course if she's wearing the coat, it's hard to have that in a figure where you can also move her arms. So I really like her. But I've seen that someone else has like in one of the groups I'm in posted a picture of the Mojo 3-pack with Dazzler, and I think that's a better Dazzler than this one. I mean, I was not able to get that 3-pack. I think it's a 3-pack, maybe a 4-pack. I think Mojo, Longshot, Dazzler. I don't remember if there was anyone else in it or any other little, maybe an X Baby. I can't remember. But anyway, I was not able to get that one, which, disappointing. But I mean, like I said, limited budget, you can't get everything. And I thought, well, I already have this figure of her and this figure of her, so I don't need another figure of her. But that figure is actually better. Like, especially the hair. I like the hair on that one a lot more than this one. Even though this is, the hairstyle she had. But I don't know. I just like because it has like a little. It just that hair just looks better, and it just overall looks like a more polished figure. I mean, but I'm still happy I have her. I'm happy I have her too, and I love that they went like super old school with the Farrah Fawcett hair and roller skates and microphone and disco ball necklace because they could have just made her a little bit like more mainstream, just like the jumpsuit and the paint, and the updated hair. No roller skates. No, they could have done a microphone and taken away. Anyway, I like that they went like totally true to like true to her first appearance on this one. I think that's just fun. I mean, it just is. I mean, I don't know if this figure is super popular because it is definitely very dated, very retro looking. Like you compare it to this one, you know. But like I said, I love face paint, and that's why I named my cat Dazzler because of her face paint that looks kind of like a mask. So anyway, yeah. So there's my little Dazzler collection. I don't have very many of these. I don't think they've released very many of these. I know, yeah, like of the Mojo one or the one in the Mojo 3-pack, but I don't know if they've released any others other than these two and that one. Um, if you know, let me know, and I might have to like see if I can find it because I really like her. I think she's a fun character. I like the fact that, she started out as being famous, and I mean, she's basically maybe the first known mutant, like that had like her identity revealed publicly, which I think's added an even more of a layer to the X-Men story because now everyone, whereas they weren't sure about mutants, now everyone knew about mutants because of her, because of how famous she was. And then she didn't realize that all this hate was going to come out, and so then she went into hiding for quite a while. Um, instead of pursuing her dream of being an actress and a singer. So I just think that it's a really interesting story because it's more of like what would happen in real life sort of thing. Like today, like would this person, I think, like I said, she uses her powers in her shows. And I think everyone today would think that was pretty cool. But of course, that's the whole premise of the X-Men is they're hated and feared because people don't understand them. Anyway, so that's why I gravitate towards that character because it's a little bit of a different spin on, um, being a mutant and being a public mutant because not very many mutants have their identities publicly known. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you will join me in the future for more videos. Until next time, bye.